hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Cool Vadis, and we're back again with Lacuna. Is it Lacuna or Lacuna? 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 Lacuna. Let's just go with that. Anyways, we're back again with Lacuna. We are investigating the murder of a big name hotshot. And the next trail that we're going on off is to investigate the chief of police. In other words, our boss. Which is a bit problematic, I'd say. Considering how, I don't know, being unemployed would be pretty bad, right? What's this? Nothing. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I can climb up there. Okay, nothing over here. Is there anything that you check here? Nope, just go to the office. What's this? Ah, some news. Let's take a look. Wealth gap keeps increasing. A new study at the Institute of Planetary Equality has concluded that both the wealth and income gaps between Gara's rich and poor has further increased since a similar study was published 5 years ago. Upper and lower layer citizens have a huge disparity. 400 to 1 on CEO pay. That's a problem. Average percent of income that goes to rent is 40%. It's only 40%. If only it was only 40% here as well. Morning, Conrad. Where's my office? Oh, Saito. Hey, Neil. Hi, Saito. It's good to see you. This case really has me on edge. Yeah, me too. The chief wanted me to tell you that we invited 2 special guests. They're waiting for you in the conference room upstairs. Who? Why? The CEOs of Millix and Dyson Enterprises. They had dinner with Banny right before he was shot. Millix and Dyson as in the biggest mining companies in the world. Honestly, you probably don't even need to say mining for that to be accurate. Holy shit. Wish someone had told me earlier. I'm not exactly prepared for this. Sorry, I just got word from the chief. That reminds me, he also wants to talk to you after you've questioned them. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Talk to the CEOs. Oh, I can't go up here. Let's see, I guess we gotta keep going up. Not there. Ah, there. What's this? Upstairs in the conference room. Roger that. I can't open that. They can wait a little bit longer. Let me just check around the area. Oh, there's some trash bins here. Good morning, gentlemen. I am Agent Neil Conrad. Good morning, Conrad. Abbott Dyson, Dyson Enterprises. Morning, Dan Kim, Millet. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get right to the point. Then, I have a busy day ahead of me. Yes, of course. The two of you had dinner with Mr. Banny last night, correct? Yes. And you're aware of what happened after he left? We were just told. It's terrible. It's a tragedy. Our upcoming negotiations with Banny were of utmost importance to our relationship with Drovia. Not that you had any real interest in negotiating. What are you implying? I'm not implying anything. I'm saying very clearly that you only stand to gain from this tragedy. With Banny dead, any real hope for Drovian independence goes out the window. Which means we maintain the status quo where you already have all your wants. That's preposterous. Was I or was I not at the negotiating table? If everything had been hunky-dory, I would have stayed on Millen. That doesn't change the fact that the only ones who will suffer from this will once again be the Drovian people. Well, come on, as if you give a damn about the Drovian people. The only aspect of Drovian independence you care about is your prospect of selling Tylenium to whoever you want. Okay, you're competitors. This is a difficult situation. I get it. I'm mostly interested in last night. Let me think. Did Banny seem paranoid? Mr. Banny seemed strange last night. Maybe on edge or paranoid? No, but I'd never met him before, so I wouldn't know what he's normally like. What about you, Mr. Dyson? I knew him quite well. We traveled here from Drovia on the same ship. He behaved normally last night, I would say. I see. Let me think. What was that dinner about? If you don't mind me asking, why were you at dinner with him in the first place? The mining business is an important pillar of the system-wide economy. We talk to politicians sometimes. So it was a lobbying thing. And was it just the three of you? Just the three of us and our staff. I wouldn't say lobbying necessarily, really. More of a social event. Of course, you sometimes talk business at those. I imagine you do. So were there important business things to talk about? We mostly save those for the trade summit, which I suppose will be cut short now without its protagonist. I see. Let me think. Did Mr. Banny have any enemies? Anyone who stands to gain from maintaining the status quo, I suppose. Oh yeah? Or maybe anyone who is happy that all of Drovia will be really riled up over this. There was no real chance they would have gotten their independence from these negotiations anyway. But maybe now they'll revolt and just take it. Ever thought about that? I don't think much about conspiracy theories, no. Nobody concrete? Maybe someone disgruntled or someone who overtly threatened him. No, but to be fair, veiled threats are much more common in politics anyway. Any veiled threats then? None of that I'm aware of. Me neither. I see. Alright, thank you for your time. You give me your cell contacts. I might need to get back to you in case I have more questions. Why not? Of course, there you go. Done. Alright. Now to go find the chief. Where is the chief? Downstairs? Not there. Ah, this way. Agent Conrad, good morning. Good morning, Chief. Saito told me you wanted to talk to me. I do, let's not beat around the bush. Agent Long informed me about your suspicion that a hostile power recently tried to get close to me. Do you have any reliable proof for that? I have some testimonies that point to it. That is, if you were the client, after all. I found a girl named Lila tied up in her apartment. She works for the Lotus Escort Agency. She was going to meet a man named Liam Campbell 2 days ago. And that's why I thought, I'll save you the headache. Yes, I am the client. What makes you think a hostile agent was involved? It seems the woman who paid you a visit wasn't the real escort. She had a procedure done to look very similar to her. She also seems to be in contact with Banny's murderer. We have a recording of their conversation. It seems probable that she tried to take advantage of your connection to the escort agency. I see. Any idea what her objective might be? Did you notice anything suspicious when you met her? Nothing comes to mind. She didn't seem particularly interested in my professional life. Did anything go missing since she visited you? It sounds like you already have a suspicion. Out with it. The fake escort talked about some data she stole, I think from you. Is that what the sniper is going to hand over at Joris Plaza? Exactly. I don't have any relevant data at home, except on my cell, of course. Maybe she got a chance to access your cell without you noticing? I will talk about that with my superiors. I understand. Look, sir. I can't help but notice that you are dissatisfied with my decision to talk with Agent Long about your involvements. Should have called you first. I admit that I could have called you first. At the time, I thought I was doing the right thing. Agent Long is my immediate superior, so I report to him first. This has been a rough night for all of us. One more thing, Conrad. You didn't talk to a girl named Sheila Nowak, did you? I did. She wanted to know if you were alright. Might want to give her a call. Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. Looks like she finally has all the money she needs to go to university. That's good to hear. We have to focus on the sniper now. The handover is taking place in less than 3 hours. Let's get down to the mission briefing. They're waiting for us. How was it talking to those two CEOs? They don't seem to like each other very much. What did you expect? Two mining guys from Jovia, top mining guy from Gara. They're probably mortal enemies. I expected them to be less open about it. You'd think that rich and influential folk would be more reserved. But the truth is, many of them are the most brazen, least classy individuals in the system. Now that we're complete, let's recap what we found out so far. Wait, why are they on two different levels? Okay, our suspect goes by Diaz, but his real name seems to be Boy. He is still at large. He shot Banny around 1:39 this morning from the top floor of the Sakura Hotel. Shortly after, he was picked up by an unknown accomplice who dropped him off at the lower layers. That's when he switched to a stolen boat as his second getaway vehicle. He docked it at Matuna Harbor, where his ID was picked up nearby a train station. He then paid a woman named Zora a visit. She seems to be involved in another scheme that might be linked to our case. Earlier this week, she attacked and tied up an escort girl named Lila Clark to temporarily assume her identity. She went to see an important client in her stead and stole some data from him. The sniper convinced her to give him the stick containing that data. He will pass it on to an unknown third party at Joris Plaza at 8:30. Our plan is to intervene and catch the sniper and his associates red-handed. We are going to place plainclothes agents in the cafes and snipers on the roof. The operation will be overseen by Agent Kumar, head of the response team. Conrad and I will be watching from the sidelines, ready to go in if needed. Joris Plaza is a popular place with lots of breakfast joints. It will be swarming with people. We have to be very careful not to endanger any civilians. Questions? How will we identify the sniper? Conrad has been collecting data on what he looks like. We have to rely on that. Do we have any details on the woman that the sniper visited? Not really. She was surprised to see our perp. It seems like the meeting wasn't part of the original plan. We're not sure if he lied to her to get the stick. If so, it's possible that he's not planning on taking it to the handover at all. Alright then, Conrad, go ahead and submit that sheet on what the sniper looks like. Take your time to go over all the logs and evidence again. We only have one chance to get this right. Hey, sit down and have a look through. Okay, so his hair is red. He has a viola case. His cut arm. He has a cut arm. Does he still have the viola case? Maybe not. His beard shaved. He shaved his beard last I remember. But let us double check. Alright. Not here. No. Sink. A sink full of bristly red hair. Our guy shaved his entire beard off. Does he still have his viola case? Let's see here. I want to take a look would he have any reason to still have the viola case? I don't think they would still have the viola case. So let us go with cut arm. I mean, it is cut. Shaved? Yes. Let's get ready. Okay. Gara, Drawers Plaza, 8:28 a.m. That's a lot of people. T-minus 90 seconds. It's more crowded out there than I expected. I don't think our snipers will get a clear shot. Let's hope we won't need them. Did I ever tell you the story of how I joined the CDI? Yeah, you saved Mayor Glover's life when you were still a policeman. I wasn't on duty that day. But when I saw that guy pull out a gun, I didn't hesitate. That's what landed me a job at the CDI. Oh, they fired some possible matches. Shit, I was so nervous when the chief invited me for an interview. Nothing had gotten me that nervous again in 15 years. If you don't book this guy today, someone else will have to take the fall for Banny's murder, and we are first in line. We'll find out soon enough. I've always wanted to join the CDI, and seeing that the ship has already sailed already. Yet here I am, because I've always been on the side of justice. And that's why we're going to get through this as well. Good things come to good people, huh? It's what they say. Don't they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions? That's bogus. Oh, so that one's bogus. It's baffling to me that after 15 years on this job, you still believe in some sort of cosmic justice. You said yourself that history has a way of working itself out. History as a whole, maybe. Okay. Seems to be a date. I'm so far. And it begins. Keep your eyes open. No exact matches yet. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't give the wrong description. Beta, go after him. towards the fountain. I'm not close enough yet, picking up the pace. He seems to be moving towards the man sitting on the right ahead. They are shaking hands, very likely to be the accomplice. Alright, Beta, move in and make that arrest. Get the suspect and his accomplice. Be discreet. Don't make more noise than you need to. I think they noticed you. Someone else got up at the cafe south of the fountain. Shit, they make. Oh no! Go, 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 go! Done? Oh no! Did I give the wrong description? No! Do we have the wrong guy? But then someone in this cafe got spooked and started to make a run for it. I happened to be standing nearby. When I got closer, his accomplice pulled a gun on me. Things got messy. We got them both, but Agent Reed also caught a bullet. Medics, move your asses over your stat. We got 3 wounded, 1 agent, and 2 suspects. Units surround the area. Keep an eye on the crowds. Lock down the area, but make sure not to cause more panic. Conrad, I don't have to tell you that this didn't go over well at all. No! Oh, was it the Valen case? Oh no. Damn.
Once the adrenaline had worn off, the uncomfortable train seat and glaring sunlight were the only things stopping me from falling asleep. My implants had been injecting me with a substance keeping me alert and focused all night, and now I came crashing down hard. I seemed to remember glances from the people around me. I wondered if there was blood on my clothes, but I couldn't be bothered to check. Agent Reed had been transported off in an ambulance. He had lost a lot of blood and was going in and out of consciousness. The projectile had pierced his vest somehow. I couldn't help but feel like this wouldn't have happened if I had submitted an accurate description of the sniper. At least we caught him.
Was the Viola case?
Whether dead or alive remained to be seen. I wondered if this was the beginning of the end of the case, or just its beginning. I finally got up at my stop and left the train, only to suddenly wake up in my seat again and realize it had been a dream. I decided to stand next to the door for the rest of the ride.
Oh, damn it. It was a Viola case. But he had a cut arm. Damn.
A cool breeze cut into the train cart and through the haze of fatigue when the doors opened. I considered visiting Kat, suddenly feeling an urge to inhale the woody, slightly dusty air in our old apartment. Kat had filled it with what she affectionately called real things. She loved leather, cloth, paper, and plants, and hated the clean metallic surfaces at my apartment. Sometimes I did too.
Oh, shoot. Man, that makes me feel terrible. Oh, hi Neil. What are you doing here? I just want to say hello to Laura. Really, who are you? It's nice to see you too. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Laura is still asleep upstairs. I wouldn't wake her up if I were you. A late riser, just like her mom. More like every teenager ever. Fair enough. You want coffee? No thanks. I'm actually headed to bed. I'm just coming back from work. It's been a long night. Oh, that's rough. Wait, you didn't have anything to do with that shootout that's all over the news right now, did you? Actually, I did. But it was practically over by the time I got there. Oh my god, are you okay? They would have let me go if I'd caught a bullet. You don't say. I mean, are you emotionally okay? Was I ever? Okay, I get it. You don't want to talk about it. No, it's fine. Sorry. I'm okay. Thanks for asking. What was that whole thing about? Nobody seems to know yet. Can't tell you. I can't tell you, but you'll hear it on the news soon enough. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back in one piece. I have to catch the next train if I don't want to be late for work. If you want, you can stick around until Laura wakes. We both know that's not going to happen for another hour. True, well, you can stop by later if you want. I gotta run now. Hold on, one more thing. Laura wants to go to a party at one of her classmates' place tonight. I'm not sure if I should let her. She's only 14. But I feel like she has a hard time connecting with her peers, so this could be a good thing. What do you think? Let her go. Let her have some fun. Laura is very mature for her age. I'm sure she'll take care of herself. Yeah, you're probably right. I shouldn't be so anxious. See you, Neil. Please don't get yourself shot. Say bye and we both walk the same direction. News. Giants are talking. They're talking about Dyson and Millets. Hey, wait a minute. Huh? I know you. You're the guy who came to our flat yesterday. You told that old scumbag to leave my sister alone. I did. That was really nice of you, man. Didn't think you uppers would help out us Savians. She left this morning, chasing her dream. Glad I could help. I have to go home now. Have a nice day. Sure. But Nas, blessings, man. Thanks, too. Well, I did something right. That's one thing that's taken care of. Man, I hope the door to my house is fixed.
I got into the elevator and leaned against a wall. I was so tired in that moment that my reflex of emotional repression whenever I saw Kat didn't seem to work anymore. It hit me with an unusual clarity that, even a decade after it had ended, I hadn't ever fully let go of her. I wasn't sure what to make of it, whether to be happy or to finally push myself to it. I concluded that I would probably just go back to repressing it altogether.
Sounds like you, Conrad. I'm to sleep.
Waking up in the early evening was disorienting. I sat up on my bed and allowed the memories from the previous night to pour back in. Banny's body, the hotel, Lila, the shootout. I tried to put it all in an order that made sense and got on my way back to work. A hint of the good mood that had overcome me outside of the villa returned. Once again, it stemmed from what had made me join the CDI many years ago. The feeling of doing something instead of taking a back seat and waiting for death. There was a time when a lack of purpose threatened to consume me, lurking underneath meaningless daily routines and self-doubt sabotaging everything I did. Walking among the people outside, I felt even more alienated than usual. It was like they lived in another reality. Many were just getting out of work, looking to do some shopping, meet a friend, have a drink. Maybe I would find my way back to that reality one day. I wanted to, yet at the same time hated the thought of it.
Ooh, that's a heavy one. but waking up in the evening to go to work is very disorienting. On a completely different schedule than everyone else. Something wrong with the screens. Oh. The Liberators. These values have been integral to our society for centuries, but lately they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Fronts are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Durovia. The Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science, to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumbs. We also saw 4 decades ago today what happens when a Savient state is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now. Put a stop to all independent talks and reinstate full Bulgarian rule. We remove the radical Savient Joseph Banny to get it started. If you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Savient lives will be spent to protect our collective future. The Savient population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Garian population on Durovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must stand up for them if our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. It won't be as silent as the first one. Oh. Conrad, did you see that? Yeah. It was on all screens across the city. Come to HQ immediately. Now this is a problem. Gara CDIH. To the office. Gary, what are you doing out here? Thinking. Strange how the city looks the same as always, as if nothing happened. But that's a good thing, right? Fucking Liberators. Ridiculous name. From whom are they liberating us? From a handful of superstitious lowers? Pathetic bullshit. Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. It's not like we're letting some religious fanatics take over the solar system. And somehow we didn't know anything about these fuckers before everybody else. One more thing we missed. The fact that we messed up at Jor's Plaza doesn't help either. They had to put the sniper in a coma. Other guy's dead. It's going to be hard to make progress with no one left to interrogate. Do we at least know who they are? We scanned them. The sniper is a complete ghost. He got a fake ID right before he checked into that hotel. The other guy is a businessman from Durovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's the CEO of a company called Power Up. They manufacture titanium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless. No criminal record. Strange. Why would someone from Durovia help an anti-Durovian terror organization? I have no clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? Nothing so far. But we do have another lead. Saito is trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. Maybe he's found out something already. Why don't you go inside and ask? He's in our office. I'll catch up with you in a minute. Will do. Did we secure the drive the sniper tried to hand over? Yeah. And what's on it? How about that? The chief said the Attorney General seized it. She said she has to evaluate if we have the required clearance level. AG, are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. I suppose they'll let us in on it soon. There's no time to waste. We have to assume the next attack is less than 48 hours away. The higher-ups know what they're doing. You think? Let it go, Conrad. Go talk to the chief yourself if you have a problem. And one more thing. There's an article about Gonzalez's company in the news today. You might want to download it and have a look. Where? Oh, over here. Let's see. Power up. Power up. One of the most important battery producers facing monetary difficulties. Titanium, the most efficient material to build high-performance batteries, overtaking lithium. Since Drovia is a Garian colony with no economic autonomy, PowerUp doesn't have the right to buy its titanium directly from mining companies based on Drovia. The latter are forced to sell their resources to Gara, which in turn sells the titanium to all companies processing that material, including those on Drovia. Ah, I see, so they sell it and then sell it again. Support the cause for Drovian fight for independence last week. Okay. Good to know. It's the cafeteria down here. Where's my office? Ah, there's Saito. Evening, Neil. Hey Saito, how's it going? I'm not going to lie, the video was a little upsetting. I mean, I know my religion is strange to some people on Gara, but an anti-Saviant terror group, that's something else. Should I be worried about wearing my scarf in public now? I think those people are idiots, and I'm sure the vast majority of Garians agree with me. I know. Hey, I also have some good news. I found out where the Liberators video was broadcast from. It's a company called AdSpot. Own most of the billboards in the city. You want an ad played, you go to them. I took a shot in the dark and checked ongoing police operations in the center. And what do you know? Someone at AdSpot made an emergency call tonight. Apparently, an intruder forced their way into the server room and gained access to a computer. I made contact with the local police departments. They sent 2 officers who secured the scene and are waiting for you to come have a look. Fast as lightning, Saito. Great work. Well done. Conrad and I will go to AdSpot and have a look around. We really need to get ahead of this one and prevent another attack. Why don't you follow up on some leads while we're gone? Trace the perp's payments to the hotel as well as the mysterious transaction to the escort. And maybe we can find out where the sniper's accomplice got her face changed. Conrad, I'm taking off from the roof. Want to hitch a ride? You know I don't. Was worth a try. Meet you at AdSpot then. I need some fresh air. I'll come with you, Gary. It's off to AdSpot. Now the name of that place is pretty on the nose. And you can rest assured that we know what we're doing. I didn't question that. That data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. The Liberators said their next attack will take place in 48 hours. That's pretty damn soon. We really need to take into account everything we've got if we want to catch those guys in time. I already told you that the contents of that stick won't help you find them. How can you say that? Having a better idea of your enemy's motivation is always important. And you know that. You yourself were director of the CEI for over a decade. Liam, please, I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again. The data is about something that happened during your time at the CDI, isn't it? What are you talking about? I looked at my cell's history and saw which folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I'd really like to know what is in there. There was a lot going on in 1800. Let me be very clear, Liam. I can't work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment and questions my order. We've been doing this for a long time, Emilia. I deeply respect everything you have done for the Garian state. But as CDI chief, I see it as my duty to protect all Garians, citizens, and I'm sure that's in your best interest as well. I don't have time for this now. I'll let you know what the next steps are going to be. Good evening, agents. Good evening, Chief. Agent Conrad, how can I help you? About that data. On the storage module, Gary told me we didn't have access yet. Yeah, that's correct. Makes no sense. I don't understand why part of the puzzle are being kept from us. It makes no sense. I agree. Listen, Conrad, I'm trying to find out what that data is about and why we don't get access. Don't you have a suspicion at least? You know what was on your cell when it was accessed. The data was on the CDI network. Apparently it was something I normally don't have access to. Until I know what exactly we're looking at, I'd like you to ask you to respect the chain of command. I'm getting an important call any second. We can talk later. Okay. Entering the train next. Nothing up here. Nobody I can talk to here. Gotta go all the way down. All right, to the train. Alright, to the next location. Yara, I'll be business here.
During the train ride,
Excuse me.
every screen in the city had been playing news reports about the Liberators' announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
Oh, you don't want to get someone to the point where they're taking drastic measures. That's the most dangerous situation for you to be in. Because they know that there's nowhere else for them to go. So they will fight to the last person. And he seems pretty nervous about his boss. Hey Conrad, this is Officer Wong, my colleague Neil Conrad. Thank you for filling me in, officer. We'll take it from here. Conrad, the security guard who called the police is still inside. Let's go talk to him. He works for a security firm named Cox. I was contracted by AdSpot to monitor their offices at night. I already informed their CEO, Albert Cox, about the intrusion, or rather his secretary. She told me he's been at a business meal since 1730. But she said she's asked him to return to the office for questioning soon. First, let's hear what the guard has to say. I'm not panicking. You are being careless. I want you to promise me that you stay home today, okay? Oh, the officers are here. I'll call you back later. Good evening, Mr. Brown. We need to ask you a few questions. Officers, I really don't know how it happened. I was just getting a coffee in here and then... I mean, I can't have an eye on all the rooms at the same time, right? It wasn't my fault. Calm down, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. My boss won't be happy at all when he hears about this. Could you tell us what happened from the start? The broadcast began at 1800. Where were you at that time? As I said, I left my post at the front desk for a short break and was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass and I ran looking for the noise. When I arrived in the server room, I saw the broken window and the video playing on the screen. I stopped the broadcast as quickly as I could. All just took a few seconds. Hold on. I managed to climb in, log into the computer, and start that video within a few seconds? It seems that way. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? No, it was empty. I went to look outside, but they were already gone. So to be clear, the video could have only played for a few seconds? No more than 10. And if you stop it here, it immediately stops everywhere? Yeah, the screens across the city just mirror the ones in here. Look, my boss will say it's all my fault, but I swear to you, Okay, thank you. That's all for now. Conrad, I'm sending a sheet to your cell. Have a look around and see if you can find out who started that broadcast. Mr. Brown, anything else you want to know? About your relationship with your boss. I can't say he likes me. I think he's been looking for a reason to fire me for a while. I think I only got the job because one of his top men vouched for me. I see. Anything else you want to know? About tonight. Did you leave the building at any time? Only one time when I looking for the intruder, and I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Just me and whoever started the broadcast. And go home soon. My wife's a Savian, and after that video today, I'm afraid you'll have to stay a little longer and help us find the people behind all this. I'd feel better if I was with her. Called her earlier and told her to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. I see. That's all for now. Sorry, I just can't stop yawning. Can I go up there? Let's see. Sir. A lot more glass lying outside than inside. Someone smashed the server room window. That's the computer they used. Saito, could you do me a favor? Of course, shoot. There's a presence sensor at the entrance of AdSpot's server room. Any chance you can pull its data from around the time the broadcast was started? Give me a second, I'll check. I got access, but the sensor doesn't store any names. However, I could provide you with a list of every time someone passed through that door around 18 o'clock. Great, that'll be helpful. Alright, sending it to you now. Remember that the sensor reacts every time someone uses the door, no matter if they're going in or out. Gotcha. Talk to you later. Alright. Eye plus thigh plus chest plus. Download them within the next 10 days. Dating elites. Okay, 3 people. Let's check up here first. Oh dear, I'm getting really tired. Today has been a long day, I'm so sorry. Anything over here? Looks like this is all just train station. Or anything else? Okay. I already checked this area. Alright. You have to submit. Oh, shoot. That's the first person. Hey. I see. Looks like we're gonna have to do a bit more searching. Oh dear. Yeah. Anything over here by the train station? Nope, nothing. I'm missing something. What clue am I missing? Let's see here. Oh dear, I'm falling asleep on the spot. Oh, it's just been so exhausting. What am I looking for? Oh, this. People are locked every time they pass through the door. This mall doesn't distinguish between people entering or leaving the building. Cox Security Services. Okay. Arrived and left. Arrived and left. Lisa arrived and left. Nils arrived, left. Arrived, left. Arrived and left. Lisa. 1, 2, she left. Jim Chen left at 6 p.m. We need to. Every time someone uses the door, no matter if they're going in or out. Why would you use such a low-tech computer? Howard Cox has been at a business meal since 5:30. Um, 5:30 is when CEO went into the meeting room. 6 o'clock is when Gary left his post and took a look outside. Who's more? Hmm. Oh dear. Oh, I can't think right now. Let's try and get this one figured out. I think I have to call it there. I'm just exhausted today. Just not good. I need to be able to focus, especially when I'm trying to solve a mystery. (1756) 1 and 2. (1756) 1 and 2. So it's somebody else other than Brown? Oh dear. Every time they pass through the door. Alright, let's take a look again. Parisi Cleaning Services. They've already gone in and out. Jim Chen, CEO of AdSpot, came in and left at 16:55 to go to his dinner event. Lisa Schmitz, 2 times. Entry, exit, entry, exit. Nils Boots, entry, exit, entry, exit. And then after that, it's all the security services people. What did he say? Hmm. I have a feeling that it's brown, but it can't be that straightforward, is it? Okay, he left his post at 1800. Just a few seconds. Broadcast ran again around 1800. 1650 is when he left. I think it's brown. I mean, who else could it be? $1,800. I think it's him. Oh, there's still more stuff to find? Hmm. It's not over here. Hmm. Oh, someone to talk to here. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything I can help you to know? All those door cards. Yeah, Cox Security has 2 door cards for ad spot. This one and another one in a locker at our office. Only our boss, me, and the other guard assigned to ad spot can open it. They're not personalized or anything. We just grab one at HQ before we come here. Who is the other guard? His name is James Moore. He's been working for the boss for a long time. We alternate shifts here at Adspot, and today's my turn. I see. That's all for now. Having trouble figuring this out. Hmm. Chen Moore. List of every time someone passed through that door around 18 o'clock. Hmm. So this is that. What is the answer? Someone broke out from inside. Let's check the silver room again. Or server room. Hmm. Oh dear, I might have to guess this one. $16.55 is when Jim Chen left. Okay. Clock security. $17.56. Enter, leave, enter. Leave? There's no leave. Chen Brown. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Brown. Take a look at the broken windows. There's a lot more glass lying outside than inside. I'm sure that it was smashed from the inside, not the outside. You're saying that they broke the window to get out, not in. Exactly. I think that whoever started the broadcast walked into the front door, played the video, or account for the window being broken, smashed the window, climbed through it, and ran away. Why break the window at all then? It was probably to conceal the real way they got in. If a perp entered through the front door, they must possess an AdSpot door card. That leaves us with a limited circle of suspects, apart from the employees of AdSpot. 3 people from Cox Security have access to door cards as well. Cox himself, Brown, and his colleague Moore. Moore works here as well. He and Brown take turns surveying the facility. Any idea which of them started? Yeah, someone with a Cox Security door card entered the building at 17:55 shortly before the broadcast began. That's why I think that Brown himself is behind all this. Wasn't he already inside at 17:55? He told me his shift started at 7 o'clock. Yeah, but still, it would at least explain the inconsistent timing. I'll have the police arrest Brown and bring him to our HQ. Better safe than sorry. You and I should pay his boss a visit and see what he has to say. Should be back at his office by now. I'll send you Cox's address. Get to the train. I'll meet you there. Roger that. I probably screwed up. I'm just so sleepy right now. I'm just so sleepy right now. Oh, I can't continue. Alright, we'll continue this another day. I'm too tired. I can't think through things, this mystery. It's just been too long of a day. Alright, with that, we're gonna have to end things early tonight. Take care and have a good night, everybody. And get some proper sleep. Not like me.